Put this up there so you guys understand something about our Constitution. The Second Amendment to the Federal Constitution recognizes that the God-given right to keep and bear arms is to be free from any interference whatsoever from the federal government. Our framers were for an all-armed American people. They understood that the arms are our ultimate defense in the event the federal government oversteps its bounds. James Madison, the father of our Constitution, wrote in the second half of the Federalist number 46, "The reason the citizens and the militia are armed is to defend ourselves, our family, our neighborhood, communities, and states from an overreaching, tyrannical federal government." Accordingly, the federal government is nowhere in the Constitution granted authority to abridge, restrict, or infringe in any fashion whatsoever guns or ammunition. Thus, all restrictive laws made by Congress, all regulations made by the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms are unconstitutional, is outside the scope of powers granted to Congress and to the executive branch by our Constitution. Restriction of arms and ammunition is not one of the enumerated powers delegated to the Congress or to the executive branch. Furthermore, all pretend regulations made by the ATF are also unconstitutional and in violation of Article 1, Section 1 of the U.S. Constitution, which vests all legislative powers granted by the Constitution in Congress only. Executive agencies have no lawful authority whatsoever to make rules or regulations of general application to the people. Something else, people. In addition, the President and the Senate may not lawfully, by treaty, do anything that the Constitution does not authorize them to do directly. Since the Constitution does not authorize the federal government to disarm us, the federal government may not lawfully do so by treaty. I wanted you guys to know that. I'll put a link to it. Something else too, people. You got to understand all these gun laws that are on the books right now, from the late 20s onward. They are not congressional laws. They are political laws. Since Congress has no power to use anything that's not allowed in the Constitution. If it's not labeled in enumerated powers, these people are powerless. We've got to watch the Supreme Court. Now, I'm going to tell you, this goes for all these people that are in Congress right now. They're supposed to, most of them have went to school and studied law. What kind of law did they study? Well, it's not what you think. You think, well, some of these people are constitutional lawyers. I beg to differ. A lot of these people, under the pretense of being a constitutional lawyer, never studied the Constitution. They only studied what other judges said about it. You know, the judge's opinion, thus making the judge the law and not the Constitution itself. Remember that. Now here they are, they're trying to put a new judge in there to take the place of Byers, whatever his name was. Put him on the Supreme Court. Did these people study the Constitution, or did they study what other judges said about the Constitution, making the judge the law and not the Constitution itself? That's what's wrong with this country. They'll put any damn nitwit in there. Look at the nitwits we got in Congress. They're supposed to be lawyers. So actually they can't say, well, they can't claim ignorance of the law. And that's why we have these doggone gun laws on the books, because the idiots like this, being in Congress, passing these laws that are unconstitutional. But they use their arrogance to hide their misjudgments. I'm sorry, but you're just as guilty. Well, here's the thing. They keep talking about all these street gangs and all this stuff. What we have in Washington, D.C. is gangs of elites. They're trying to usher us into this New World Order thing, and they'll use any device whatsoever to move us in this direction. And it's money. It's not they're looking out for the people of America or defending our Constitution or defending our nation. They're defending their wallets. Now the bad thing is when you get these people into, say, the Supreme Court, and they're making judgment on laws. All they've ever learned when they were in law school and stuff was how to put a spin on words. You can't put a spin on the Constitution. You can't put a spin on the wording. They mean what they say. But that's a problem. When you get people like Clinton, Pelosi, you know, they're supposed to have studied law. They don't know law. They only know how to learn how to circumnavigate it. They're bypassing the Constitution. They're twisting the words so, well, it sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Huh? That's not what that means. You've got to go back and read what the words meant back in them days. When they give the power to Congress about commerce, it was only to regulate, to make things regular in commerce, because as these goods were leaving one state to another state was putting taxes and tariffs on it. That's why they give them that power. But no, they elaborated on that. The Supreme Court give them extra power that they don't have. So let's get rid of those damn gun laws that are unconstitutional. Get them out of our damn hair. We can try and get people to be controlled, have them jump through hoops. You can't make a right into a damn privilege. Get it out of your head. This stuff's got to end. Like I said, I'll put a link to this. There's something else that's going on. No, I must have it on mute. Excuse me.
For the democratic countries, we knew that we are the shield for the Europe. Right now, it's a critical time because we know that we not only fight for Ukraine, we fight for this new world order for the democratic countries. We knew that we are the shield for the Europe. Right now, it's a critical time because we know that we not only fight for Ukraine, we fight for this new world order for the democratic countries. We knew that we are the shield for the Europe. Right now, it's a critical time because we know that we not only fight for Ukraine, we fight for this new world order for the democratic countries.
Right from the baby's mouth. So old Pelosi, she wants to send a bunch of money over there. Oh, we got to help these people out. Well, how about we wait until we get the money from the Afghans for all the military hardware that we left there for them. And let's do away with the United Nations because they're the one that causing all this chaos to begin with, and they have since 1945. You're not going to win a war as long as they're in charge, ever, ever, ever. You're going to send your kids to die for the United Nations. They don't care. Okay, enough of my ranting for today. Thanks for watching.